I'm Paige.
I'm Alexis.
And I'm Peyton.
And today we're going to be doing our March TBR!
I didn't say that, but March TBR!
Okay, so let's hop right in. Alright, these will be the books I'm reading this month. It is a total of 6 books. And the first book I'm going to be reading in March is Passion by Lauren Kate. The next book I'm going to be reading this month is going to be Rapture, which is the last installment in the Fallen series. They've got 2 other books called Unforgiven and Fallen in Love. I don't have those books, so I'm not going to read them this month, but when I get them, I'm going to read them. The third book I'm going to be reading is Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins, and it's the second one with Anna the French Kiss. The fourth book I'm going to be reading is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince.
Got the title for a second.
Yeah,
so
I
you had to
did.
look at it.
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince by J.K. Rowling. The fifth book I'm going to be reading this month is A Mad Zombie Party by Jenna Showalter. And I'm really excited, even though this point of view isn't from Allie, it's still probably going to be good just because.
The point of view is from Frosty and Milla.
Yeah.
I read it. It's really
The last book I'm going to be reading this month is Days of Blood and Starlight. It's the second book in our Smoke and Bone series. So,
Okay. First book I'm reading is Scarlet by Marissa Meyer, and this is the second book to Cinder that I read last month, and I really enjoyed Cinder, so I'm excited to read the second one. Oh, and just saying now, I think we mentioned this in another video, but I read series I read like 2 series at once.
like if she's reading this series and Cinder, she'll read Cinder, then this, then Scarlet, then Gods and Monsters.
And the only reason, it's really weird, but the only reason I do that is because, like, I don't want to say I get bored, but even if it's a cliffhanger, I like to make myself wait because I think it adds to the excitement. Okay, next book I'm reading is Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, and it's the first book in the Infernal Devices series.
So good.
And everybody say it's really good, and I read Mortal Instruments, and now I'm going to read Infernal Devices, so.
But she messed up. Just for future reference, for anyone who wants to read the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices, read the Infernal
We
Devices.
suggest reading it after Lost Souls.
Right after Lost Souls, then read this trilogy, then read Heavenly Fire, because that's the order she published them, and then you'll get more out of Heavenly Fire.
Yeah, it
I
kind of
didn't
sets it
know
up for
about
Heavenly
that
Fire.
because when I was reading Mortal Instruments, I wasn't a part of the. I don't know. I was like a reader, but I wasn't a huge reader, so I didn't do like research, I guess, on it. I don't know. Okay, then I'm gonna read Cress, which is third book to Cinder by Marissa Meyer, and I've heard this is the best one out of all of them.
It is.
Paige read
It
them,
is, and it's so good. They're all good, but this one's the best.
Excited to read this one.
Don't beat up my book. I'll beat up you. I'm
Oh!
The next book I'm reading is Clockwork Prince by Cassandra Clare, and it's the second book to the Infernal Devices.
It's really good.
There we go. Next book I'm reading is Ferris by Marissa Meyer, and this is about Queen Lavanna's story.
Yeah, it's Queen Lavanna's story before she was queen.
Yeah, before the whole lunar situation. So
I don't know what they're talking about. I haven't read it.
that's very violent today.
Aggressive today.
Yes, I am. I get excited about my books.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah. Next is Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare, and it's a big one, but when I'm gonna read
The big one.
It's a big
It's
It's a big old book.
big old thing.
It is. I plan on reading this over spring break, and I'm not gonna have a lot of things going on that week. I'm not gonna be doing a lot. Well, I'm going to Tennessee, but when I'm gonna be in the car, we're gonna be in the car for like 10 hours, so I'm gonna be able to read that like the whole time. So that'll be fun.
I'm going into cardiac arrest.
Okay.
Moving on.
Okay, these are the books I'm reading this month. I am reading 5 books. This is only 4 because Lady Midnight comes out March 8th, and I'm going to read that this month. So I think I'm going to fit it between the
it's, like,
first
huge.
2 books. It's like 700 pages. Didn't you say like 700? The book I'm going to read this month is Cinder by Marissa Meyer, and Alexis and Paige say they love it. So I'm very excited to read this. That was weird. We're gonna do a book review on Cinder after I read it because they have read it, so we're gonna do a book review. Next book I'm gonna read this month is 1,000 Nights by E.K. Johnston, and I think it's like a retelling of a Indian book or story.
Indian story. It's the same retelling as The Wrath of the Dawn was. Or is.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited to read that because I loved Wrath of the Dawn. Then I'm going to read The Young Elites by Marie Lu. And Paige said she loved it, so I'm very excited to read this. And I'm going to read the last book in this month I'm going to read is Anne and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. And
Sorry.
Paige and another friend of mine said it was very good and easy to read. So I think I'm going to try to squeeze it in at the end of the month. I'm very excited to read it.
It's really good.
We're going to leave a link down there
for our Goodreads, so follow us on that so you can keep up with what we're reading and all that stuff. Thanks for welcoming us to BookTube.
Yes.
It means a lot.
Yes, it does. You should have seen us when we first saw that we had like a
comment.
subscriber. We were like, oh my
freaking-
god, a subscriber!
Yeah,
Let me
we
put
were
this in
freaking
there.
out.
It was her mom.
It
But
was. At
it was
first,
her-
it was like
yeah.
one subscriber. Mom's like, oh, that's me. And we're like,
It doesn't matter. We're still happy.
but
Yeah.
then we have 9 now.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
We may even have more when this video goes
Yeah,
up.
we might have 10.
And
Whoa!
That's getting crazy. That's
Yeah,
getting like
we
double
love
digits.
y'all commenting, and so keep that up, and we'll see you guys next week.
We like talking to you. We didn't even respond.
well,
We
We're
will.
responding now.
We're gonna try to be like more active with you because we were kind of like keeping
Because
on the
we
DL.
got some
Yeah.
a comment like saying it'd be cool if we all read a book and then did a review
Yeah.
on it. So we're gonna try to do that with
yeah, we're
Cinder.
gonna try to take y'all's advice and do Cinder.
The only reason it's kind of hard is because we all read different books at different times. So
Yeah.
by the time she
Yeah.
reads it, I might have forgot what happened. She read it last year.
I read it in 8th grade.
So it might be a little hard to do that sometimes.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try.
We're gonna try for you guys.
We keep. If you have any suggestions for us to do,
Yes, leave comments about what we should do.
What do you think we should do for our weekly videos on
Challenges
Saturdays?
or like other things.
Yeah. All right. See you next time on the Golden Trilogy. Peace.
Wait.
It is so pretty. Pretty. Listen.
Look at. We don't.
Paige, you've got to stop. You're so weird.
Annoying.
Yes, you sound like Lola.
and whatever.
And you Passion by Lauren Kate. You gotta put it down a notch.
Lola and the boy next door.
Paige, redo it now.
The third book I'm gonna be reading this month is Lola and the boy next door.
More than that. You gotta give me more. Like that.
The next book I'm gonna be reading in the month
A
of
little
March.
less than that.
These are the books that.
Ow! Ow! I'm having a heart attack. I'm not even kidding. I'm having a heart attack.
You drop it, I drop you off the stairs. You went,
Ow! We got some 80s music going downstairs.
Yeah. Wait. What is it?
You give love